MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to Petco Park in San Diego. Ought to be a good one here between the San Francisco Giants and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Clayton Kershaw will be on the mound for the boys in blue. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
And we get things started here with a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Kershaw's ready. Here it comes on 1-0. Swing and a looper to left. Kendrick will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1. And a look now at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. How do they go about taking down their rival, Steve?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
This one's flared out toward left. Kendrick coming on. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Dodgers. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, when you talk about first basemen that are just very smooth, Adrian Gonzalez, he comes to mind. Not the most athletic guy and may not cover a ton of ground, but everything he does just looks very smooth. You get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning throwing as few pitches as he has. If nothing else, maybe you force him to throw another, 5, 6, 7 pitches to the next hitter.
Hunter Pence is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Jansen's known for being a bit of a pitcher's umpire. Not that he has a huge zone or anything, but I think he tends to reward guys for placing pitches in good locations.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Madison Bumgarner will be the man on the mound for the G-Men. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, when you talk about starting pitchers, he's one of the most consistent there is in the game. He's got a career ERA in the low 3s. I expect him to throw a good ball game here in this one.
Chase Utley is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Chopped in front of home plate. Posey scoops it up. A quick out number 1. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, we know this is a pitcher's ballpark, so the guys in the lineup today, they're going to have to concentrate on hitting line drives, hit the ball on the ground, shoot for some gaps, and play small ball on the base pass just to score enough runs to win.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the defense for the San Francisco Giants. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, Matty, Brandon Crawford continues to get better and better each year. Won the Gold Glove at shortstop in 2015. Really just continuing his improvement from his days at UCLA. And also, he's got some of the best hair in all the game.
Here comes the 0-1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Just really free and easy out there in this first inning. He threw that ball right by him.
Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Brandon Crawford makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Kershaw into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. And a changeup runs in on him, and he's got to duck out of the way. I don't think he liked that pitch much at all.
I don't blame him. That looked a little fishy right there.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
And here's a pitch taken by Crawford for a ball. 3-1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Lucky for him, he's able to turn into this one a bit. You see it comes and gets him right in that upper arm area. Now, that'll hurt, but a lot less than if it were the elbow or the forearm.
Standing in now, Denard Span, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
That's a pitch that you got to stay on top of, or else it'll take off on you just like that one did.
Nobody out, runner on first. Again to third.
1-1.
Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Connor Gillespie.
In now, Connor Gillespie, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
When a guy like this on the mound has got you down 0-2, that's a tough hole to climb out of.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
And you know, as a hitter, with the runner at first and 1 out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting it.
Madison Bumgarner swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Hey, give him credit up there. He's going to take his hacks.
No score here as we play inning number 2. There's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Outside, 2-1. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy, get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
2-1, here it is. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
Well, I think he got the pitch he was looking for right there, but not in the right location. So that's a great job of just holding up the swing.
And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Yeah, and this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already that's 2 walks here in the early going. And that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Peterson to the track. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back at Petco Park in just a moment. Adrian Gonzalez strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
First baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Oh, and he just carves him up there on 4 pitches. 1 gone.
I know my job here is to be an analyst and to try and add some insight to what's happening on the field. But, folks, words cannot describe how badly he got pulled on that pitch. I'm not even going to try.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Bottom of the second here with no score. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
And this is going to be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Gillespie is able to look this one in just past the third base dugout, and that's out number 2.
Boy, that's a nice job at third of knowing exactly where he is in relation to his surroundings. And he's able to make the play on the move to record that out.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. We'll move to the third with no score. Another beautiful day here in San Diego as we get a look at La Jolla Cove, and we're all set to begin the top of the third from Petco. Gorky Hernandez will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Third inning underway now as a curveball misses here to start things out. It's 1-0.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
1-0 pitch is a changeup that runs high, 2-0.
You've got a guy up there who can't hit a lick. I just don't know why you're not coming right after him with fastballs.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike, 2-1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Left side. Turner has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. Kershaw looks in. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. Third inning, no score to this point. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, what a great pitch right there. Against a power hitter, looking to pull the ball. He had no legs behind him on that swing whatsoever.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Buster Posey will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Howie Kendrick will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Hit back toward the mound. And that will be the first base hit of the ball game for the Dodgers.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And I don't think this partisan crowd is going to like that too much. One thing you don't want to do as an opposing pitcher, or 2 things actually. 1, you don't want to get the crowd involved early, and 2, you don't want to set yourself up for a possible big inning. Now, both of those things have come true.
Into the box, Clayton Kershaw. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are 2 teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. How about that call?
I don't understand. You got 2 on, nobody out. He has to be bunting here.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Yeah, right over the top of that one. Double play ball would be a killer here, so he's got to find something he can square up.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Chase Utley is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Boy, not very decisive there. And, hey, it's early, but this is a big spot.
Yeah, and you need to be able to commit to what you're doing because you're not going to do anything with a swing like that.
Swing and a miss as the count goes to 0-2 on Utley.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
And this is a spot where, to me, you don't need to play home run derby here. I mean, if your last name is Pujols or Fielder, maybe, but for a guy like this, you just try to get on base and give your guys a chance to drive you in.
Corey Seager stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
And in a spot like this, first and second with two-way, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. Hunter Pence is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Kershaw gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Giants are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Well, he'd retired 5 in a row until just now, but not anymore. He'd been on cruise control, but all of a sudden, one little mistake will snap you back down to earth in a hurry.
Left fielder number 2, Denard Span.
Into the box now, Denard Span. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Estimated at 408 feet. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And Span will watch another one miss. It's 2-0 now. Great call that time as they caught him thinking fastball. It's 2-1.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
Chased a bad ball up out of the zone. 2-2. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2. Connor Gillespie waits on deck. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Connor Gillespie is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Out in front of it, strike 1. The 0-1 changeup is high, 1-1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. The throw into second. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
Boy, I'll tell you what. He went down and beat a good pitch right there. This thing is right on the knees, maybe even a little below the knees, but he still went down and got it. And he pulls into second with 2 bases. That is some sweet hitting.
In now, Madison Bumgarner. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
2-0 now.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Joe Panik would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
2 out here and a runner at second. Looked like ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-2 now.
Yeah, pretty easy to get anxious there on a 3-1 count. That was a great time to call for the changeup.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 for the Giants on this swing by Brandon Crawford. Justin Turner will come forward to lead things off here for the Dodgers, with Adrian Gonzalez due to hit next.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. One and 0 pitch on the way. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Here's Adrian now as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Span is there to make the play, and Adrian's retired on just 1 pitch.
Well, very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. Well, those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
Josh Reddick is into the box for his 2nd appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, they're just hacking at everything. I mean, everything.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Joe Panik heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Second baseman, Joe Panik.
First pitch on its way. Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
This one's been everything we'd hoped for. 2 of the best left-handed starters in the business, and they've matched each other pretty much pitch for pitch so far.
Into the windup and the pitch. Gorky Hernandez stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And this is inside and winds up hitting him, but he swings anyway, and that's the 2nd out.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. He keeps throwing the way he is. He can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Brandon Belt is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Well, he's done a great job of getting 2 quick outs here, but the key now is to finish off this inning. Don't let these middle-of-the-order guys get a rally going.
Here it comes on 0-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Yasmani Grandal, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1. Think he'll see another one of those before this at-bat's through?
After that swing, I think you can just about take that to the bank.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And that right there, that's why these guys only have one hit. He's had him chasing at shadows this entire ball game.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Howie Kendrick will dig in. He singled his first time around.
And fellas, that's still their only hit in the game so far. They've been pretty well shut down.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Bumgarner has his sign. Here's the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Posey's got it, but the throw is not in time. Kendrick reaches on the strikeout. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's one more look at it right here. Tough to tell for sure from that angle. We'll have to wait and see what the signal is from the dugout.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Giants have elected to challenge.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. Now the ruling on the field is safe, and it probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to overturn this call and call him out.
And we'll get our answer here as it appears the umpires have made their decision and the headset comes off. And the runner is safe at first as originally called, so they will lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. Here's Jock Peterson now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Yeah, you know, as a pitcher, sometimes you can just say, hey, that one got away from me. It slipped. But I think that one would be a tough claim to make. This one definitely doesn't pass the eye test for me. I'm a little bit surprised that the home plate umpire's letting that thing go.
In is the second baseman, Chase Utley, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. The hit by pitch count, definitely worth keeping an eye on there. Swing and a miss, 1-1. In the dirt, and now let's see. But fortunately here, no advance. Frozen on the fastball, never had a chance, and the inning is over. Dodgers strand. Buster Posey will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Safe to say, guys don't care much for that location. That'll get you riled up the plate, no doubt.
Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1-2. Chopped foul right at home plate. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And you know what, guys? This is a big league battle going on right now. Neither guy wants to back down. No sign of weakness on either side.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
I think things are getting a little frosty down there now. This has been one of those back and forth games where tensions have run high. This is just going to ramp it up a little higher.
Hunter Pence ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Brandon Crawford will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one. And this is fouled back and out of play. Kershaw comes set. Here's the 0-2. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Seager is there for it. 1 down.
And, you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. He's set. Here it comes. Into the seats. 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, it's not going to comfort him any, but it's fair to say he's not the first guy to strike out 3 times against that guy out there on the hill. He's just the latest in a long line of guys that have worn the hat against that man.
Connor Gillespie stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Now the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Corey Seager will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
And that's a case where he's just trying to do anything to get his guys on the board.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Trying to do a little too much out there, so that'll go into the books as an E2. Justin Turner will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Now a slider can't make it back to that outside edge, and that takes the count to 2-2 now. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strikeout of the ball game. Adrian Gonzalez stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one.
And this is becoming a theme now. It's part of why he's been so successful out there so far. Let these guys chase that first pitch and get him in a hole right away.
Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game.
And now just look at all three of these pitches here on show track. First one, not a strike. Not a strike, and not a strike either. Now, that's no question that it could be 3-0 right now, but instead, he's headed back to the pine.
Josh Reddick will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
A runner on first with 2 away. Too high. 1-2.
And on 0-2, I think you're better off trying.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for L.A. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Back here at Petco Park. Giants leading this one as we get set for the 7th, but before it gets underway, there you see our game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
Bumgarner.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Shadows starting to fall over this Southern California afternoon, as it's been a good contest so far.
It really has. Both pitchers, they've been as advertised. It's been a tightly played game, and the scoreboard shows it.
And he's retired here, 1 away.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Joe Panik will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Swing and a liner. Foul. Pulled the string on him there as this is popped up. Back behind second. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
This is where having a good changeup can save some wear and tear on your arm. It takes him just 4 pitches to get the first 2 outs here.
Gorky Hernandez will stand in for the 4th time now. Still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Popped high in the air. Utley is there for it. And that retires the side. Nothing across here this half. It is stretch time here at Petco Park. Giants on top, 1-0. Yasmani Grandal steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And if I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
Bumgarner's ready. Here it is on 0-2. Rocket to third, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Yeah, and that would have been nice to get that tying run on base, and this ball's definitely hit hard enough. It's just right at his man.
Here's Howie Kendrick. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
And, you know, pretty much 1 through 9, they're just not executing right now. I mean, there's nothing all that remarkable about this pitch or even the location. But he's not even close to making contact.
Here's Jock Peterson now. As Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike 1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, now the further he goes in this one, the less precise he's going to be with his location. You can see it up on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here. So he's starting to get tired and running out of gas out there.
Andre Ethier will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Andre Ethier.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And it's quickly 0-2. And he's got another one. 19 for the ball game, and that'll end the inning with a flourish. Dodgers lead. Kenley Jansen will come on now and try to keep this deficit from getting worse. Leading off the inning, Brandon Belt, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
And he powers the cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Boy, that's another pitch right down the middle, though. So he's gotten away with it so far, but I think he's given him a little bit too much to hit here.
And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Jansen comes set. Here's the 1-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one. And there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. And this is going to be a foul ball. And, oh, look out, as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him. Boy, never a dull moment with this guy on the mound.
Oh, he can sure drive you crazy at times, can he?
Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
The right fielder, number 8.
Striding into the box, Hunter Pence. He singled his last time up. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one.
Well, normally you'll see swings like that when he faces left-handed hitters, but that cut fastball can do a number on righties as well.
High in the air and deep down the left field line. But this will land foul just shy of the wall. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. They lead it 1-0. Chase Utley will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Hunter Strickland is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Hunter Strickland.
Leading off the inning, Chase Utley, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Now a curveball that misses high and away to start him out. It's ball 1. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Here it comes on 1-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hard liner towards short. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double. Corey Seager will get a chance now following the leadoff double.
And being a left-handed hitter, he'll at least have a chance to pull one on the ground. Get that tying run over to third base with just one out.
Trying to hold the lead. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
And this is a big spot here in this ball game. You've got to be able to move that guy up 90 feet. It's a must in this situation.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Justin Turner will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
1 out and a runner on second base. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
So stepping in, Adrian Gonzalez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. Surprising to you guys that it looks like they're going to pitch to him?
It is to me. I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere near this guy with a base open.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. And he is out at the plate. They are denied a chance at tying the ball game here as the inning is over. Brandon Crawford will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
Hard to do much better than this. I mean, here are the only 3 batters he's faced since coming on. Strikeout, strikeout, and strikeout. Boy, that is flat dealing there.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yep, they went right back to that same pitch on the outside corner, and that's a good job of laying off both times.
And a good pitch there as he got him to go after one in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, that's where that cutter's most effective, right in on the hands.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
4 straight strikeouts now since coming on out of the bullpen. He's been pretty much unhittable since he's entered the game.
Jansen's ready. First pitch on its way. Denard Span is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Goodness. 0-2 now. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Oh, and he misses it. And another foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. One out, nobody on. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Now batting.
At the plate, Connor Gillespie. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
This is pulled into right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Giants down in order, but they hold a 1-0. Josh Reddick will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And he lays off for ball 1. The victory would belong to Madison Bumgarner, barring any late turn of events here. Very high, 2-1. On a swing to forget there, it's back even at 2-2. Pitch on the way. Still 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Stepping in, Yasmani Grandal, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, you can't hit what you can't see. These have been some really uncomfortable at-bats.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
And this is a 3-pitch see ya here. They go in, out, in here in the sequence. It's a simple little pattern that seems easy to pick up on, but that's not always going to be the case.
Here's Howie Kendrick. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Calling for it. Hence makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, just a really great game to watch from beginning to end. A well-pitched 1-0 ball game. This is just a broadcaster's dream.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Madison Bumgarner. Picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. He gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 out. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
Giant.
The Giants are victorious here, 1-0.